Hello, everybody, and welcome to this Facebook Live. Feel free to type comments here in the comment section. I am Gustavo Tolosa, the owner and the founder of this page, Dr. Starch, that focuses on Dr. McDougall's The Starch Solution, for which I am a certified coach by the McDougall Health and Medical Center. And I've had this page for over 11 years now. So you can scroll down the page and see it. So many useful posts of recipes and interviews and articles and Facebook Lives like this one, or um, YouTube um, lives as well. This week I am doing a live broadcast every day, sometimes on YouTube, sometimes on Facebook, sometimes on Instagram, and it's gearing up the next Friday, March 1st, when I will make an announcement of this exciting project that I'm involved with, and just stay connected. Stay connected. It is going to be very useful, very helpful for all of us. And if you're not in my email list, make sure that you are. I don't send a lot of emails, so you won't have hundreds of emails from me, maybe a couple a month or something like that. Every now and then, when I have an event, you may get something more often, but I try not to email too much. So when you go to my website, Plantemas, like this, plantemas.com, you can click on subscribe, okay? And you will be subscribing to my email list. Also, while you are on my website, you go ahead and check this out where it says webinars, and then click on live workshops. You will read the information for my 7-day program, which has helped hundreds of people now. And it is very practical, very down to earth, very common sense. It's just tell me what to do this, this, and this. This is how we do it. This is what we do. We have fun as a group, and I hope that you will consider it. Okay, so since I will be doing some of these on Facebook and some of these on YouTube and some of these on Instagram, make sure that you're following me in at least those three platforms. If you're here, it's because you are in my Facebook page. But here is the YouTube. The YouTube channel is under Plantemas, okay, or Gustavo Tolosa. It's the same channel. The Instagram is under Plantemas, and then this page is under Dr. Starch, all spelled out. Okay, so I hope that you will stay connected next Friday at 7 a.m. Pacific time. That's 9 a.m. Central, 10 a.m. Eastern. I will be doing a um, live YouTube, um, and perhaps a live Facebook. I will be, um, it'll be a marathon type of webinar, okay? And I hope that you will attend. Okay, so today, the topic of today is traveling. So traveling is challenging because when we are in our homes, we control the environment, and given the fact that environment is the number one predictor of success, it is important that when we travel, we create as clean an environment as possible. Remember what Chef AJ says: if it's in your house, it's in your mouth. Sooner or later, if you have something that you know that you know it's a trigger, whether it is chocolate or whether it is bread or whether it is nuts and seeds or whatever it may be that you cannot um, control yourself very well, then it shouldn't be there. Okay, whether it's in your house, we could also say if it's in your car, it's in your mouth because um, it sooner or later ends up being, being eaten. So let's make sure that we have as clean an environment as possible. And when you travel, um, that is a challenge because you sometimes can't control the environment of other places and other people. So go ahead, ask any questions. If you have any, type them here in the comment section. Um, so let me tell you, since traveling is something that I have done a lot of, partly because that of my profession as a concert pianist, I have been able to travel throughout the world and throughout the U.S. Um, then it's something I have some experience in. So let's say that it is important to have access to snacks. Okay, so what are those um, snacks? Well, they can be crackers, for example, like the ones I made yesterday, which you can watch the video in this page you're in. You just have to scroll down, or you can go to my YouTube channel, Plantemas, and it's there. It's an everything bagel cracker. You can make cookies that are compliant. Um, for the cookies, for example, um, you also can go to my website, I mean, and to my YouTube channel, and you will see recipes. Also, Sheida Soleimani has some amazing recipes on her website. And her website is right there. I put it in the comments. It's called Healthy Cooking with Sheida. And so you can have some crackers and you can have cookies. You can also make some muffins that are mostly whole food muffins, like the banana only muffins, and then um, uh, let's see what else. There is one that has quite a good amount of sweet potatoes in it by Chef AJ in her book. You can find that. But I also made those, and they're in my YouTube channel. You can take fruit in the form of just fruit, or you can make fruit salad and take that with you. You can also take with you oatmeal that is cooked, ready to eat, and you can take raw oatmeal that you can just make almost anywhere. Same thing with rice. You can take rice that is cooked and beans that are cooked, and rice and beans with a little bit of salsa is a meal that you can make almost instant. But you can also take raw rice and raw beans to cook wherever you're going. Make sure that you have oil-free salad dressings, whether they're balsamic vinegars or you make your own, because sometimes the only thing that we can get at a restaurant or at an airport is a salad. Okay, so it's important that you have something that is oil-free. For those of you who don't have problems with chocolate, maybe take some dark chocolate that is very bitter, but that will calm down your desire for chocolate. And because it's so dark and bitter, you're not going to eat a lot. But if you are going to eat a lot because you can't control, then don't. Okay, don't take that. You can also make a snack that is delicious, that is chickpeas that are um, um, made with, maybe you can put a number of things. You can put smoked paprika or garlic and um, or onion powder. You can sprinkle on those, and you can then bake them until they're crisp, and that's a really good snack. You can also have air popped popcorn with some kind of salt-free, like salt substitute. Remember that popcorn is really not a weight loss food, when you think that just plain popcorn, corn on the cob, it's like 500 or so calories per pound, and popcorn is like 1,500 calories per pound. So but when we're traveling, we do the best we can. That's the mantra. That's the main thing. Do the best that you can. And if eating popcorn or baked chickpeas or some dark chocolate is going to keep you away from something that is going to be much, much worse, then go ahead and eat those. Okay, so the other thing that I recommend when traveling is staying at an Airbnb or some kind of an apartment or a house as opposed to a hotel, or somewhere where you have access to a kitchen where you can, you're perhaps probably not going to be making the all of these elaborate recipes, but where you can cook basic things like rice and beans and oatmeal. I like to take a couple of pots and a pan or a skillet with me. That is if I'm traveling by car, of course. If I'm traveling by plane, I don't. You have certain limitations, but I like to take that, and then whenever I get uh, where I'm going, I always am looking for a place to buy groceries. Okay, so let's see here. Right, I'm just looking at if there are any comments. So going, um, knowing where you can find the grocery store is important because um, you want to make sure that you can have some basic stuff, maybe fruit, some veggies. This is where you have to go for maybe the more expensive version, like trays or something where the vegetables or the fruits are already washed and cut up. Um, and I also recommend Googling restaurants and then looking at the menus and see what kind of meals you can make by putting together side dishes like a baked potato and a side salad, or steamed veggies with steamed rice, and things like that. Or perhaps you will be lucky to go to a restaurant where you can have a nice compliant meal, but that will take time also to look at. The main idea is that you will prepare, because when you prepare, there are more chances to succeed. When you prepare for your trip, you have way more chances to succeed and stay on track, so that when you come back from your trip, you don't have 5 or 6 or 10 extra pounds. It's just not worth it. It's too frustrating. If you think that you won't be able to find things like, for example, Ezekiel bread, which is pretty common to find nowadays, if you eat bread, then take it with you. If you don't think that you can find oil-free hummus, then make it yourself. As long as it's not liquid, you can take that on a plane. Okay, so taking oil-free hummus and veggies already cut up in some kind of a Tupperware or something is another great way to have these snacks. But above all, just remember to do the best that you can, and try to not beat yourself up. If you fall off the wagon for some reason, you just know that the next bite, the next meal can be compliant and clean, and do that. Let's say that you eat something that it wasn't a very good choice. Make the effort to go ahead and as soon as possible eat an apple, eat an orange, eat some veggies with hummus. Get back on track. Don't think, oh well, I fell off, and so now I'm just going to throw everything. away and just continue this way. All right. So there's a strategy that I teach, and that actually Dr. Lyle told me this, and that is when you see something that, let's say that I see a bagel, which is something that I like, and I almost never eat because I know that I don't have much control. Um, but whatever it is that you want to eat that is not compliant, that is not like a whole food plant based, then tell yourself this trick. Say, okay, you can have blank, whatever it is you're wanting to have, but first eat a piece of fruit. So you're going to do this exercise, grab an apple, grab some blueberries, grab whatever it is, a peach, a tangerine, eat one, maybe two, and then most of the times the craving for that one thing will have gone away, okay? And you will not, it'll be easier to say no to. It might not be 100% easy, but it will be much easier. Most of the times, this strategy works. Another strategy is to, in a way, deceive your inner child that is wanting, and throwing a fit because you want to eat that thing, and tell yourself, okay, you can have it later, or you can say, okay, you can have it tomorrow, and then most of the times later, you won't. The craving will disappear, especially if you eat a sweet potato or fruit or something like that. And finally, just remember to drink enough water. Water or sparkling water or decaffeinated tea or coffee, can fill up your stomach as well. So make sure you're hydrated. Those are my tips for staying compliant while traveling. If you have not watched both uh, the interviews that Glen Merzer did with me. He interviewed me and asked me questions about my journey through this way of eating and what frustrates me and what has helped me. I have posted here in the I'm posting here in the comment section the links to both of those interviews. Okay, and take a look. They're fun. All right, and let's see here. I'm going to stay for another minute or so. See if any of you have questions. If you have any questions or comments about traveling and staying compliant, or about anything, about any recipes or meal preparation or um, food in general, go ahead, type your question in the comment area, and I will do my best to answer your question. And while you do that, while you think of any questions you might have, let me uh, remind you that this coming Sunday, well, tomorrow actually, February 25th, I will be doing a webinar on Chef AJ's live show, and that's called Rise Up, because it's three wonderful rice ideas, very, very simple meal ideas with rice, three different types of rice. So make sure that tomorrow, Sunday, at 3 p.m. Pacific time, you go to Chef AJ's YouTube channel. So you go to YouTube and you type her name, Chef AJ, and you will see her channel. And just wait a minute or two or three sometimes, and it will start. And that's tomorrow at 7 a.m. Pacific, 8 Mountain, 9 a.m. Central, 10 a.m. Eastern time. And let's see, I don't see any questions, so that's okay. No problem. If you are seeing this later, at a later time, as a replay, and you have questions, go ahead and type the questions in the comments and I will answer. You can also send me an email. My email is info@plantemes.com, or also plantemes at gmail.com. And let's see, plantemus is spelled this way. It's plant, Plantemus. Okay, so you can send me an email that way. Well, thank you for joining me here for this Facebook Live. And if you're watching this on YouTube, make sure you give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel. That helps me to continue doing these free videos. And if you ever want me to talk about a specific topic, I'd love to hear from you. Either write it in the comment section, or send me an email. And if you're watching this in YouTube, make sure that you look underneath where it says description, and you will see more information there. I hope you will try the everything bagel crackers that I did yesterday. The video is already in the YouTube channel, and it is here in Facebook. You just have to scroll down to find it. All right, I'll talk to you later. Tomorrow I'm going to do another. Just watch out whether it is going to be on YouTube or here. If you're subscribed, you will get a notice that I am online. Bye bye, everybody.